Today on the bench is a Yamaha YP D4 direct drive. Had a bunch of stuff, even more stuff came in. Sorry, you'd think I'd be prepared. In fact, I'm not even shooting videos for all of it. I mean, I've got another set of Altec speakers, an MCS receiver, a Technics cassette deck, and luckily those just needed to be cleaned off. Hopefully this is the same way, but this is a direct drive, and I do want to show you how to clean the pots on these. One thing about this last batch, see if I can show you, is that it is absolutely caked with nicotine, like pretty bad. So I mean, that's, and I didn't even really touch any of the nicotine on here. So there will be a pretty intensive cleanup on this one, and I will polish the dust cover, but just to kind of show you just how bad some of this stuff can get. I mean, I probably have to do 4 or 5 passes just to get the nicotine off of this. But anyway, Yamaha YP D4. I'm a fan of Yamaha turntables. Great values for the money. It's a CEC produced turntable. There's some tape here. CEC produced turntable, or manufactured turntable. And the cool thing is, like a YP D4 or a YP 211 Yamaha, underneath mechanically is almost 100% identical to a Marantz like 6100. So the same factory that makes those high dollar Marantzes made these Yamahas, and they're great turntables. I've noticed the sound, like the deadening, isn't all that great, and you can hear taps and rumble, you know, a little bit more than on other turntables, but they're great turntables when they work. So I'm going to go ahead and do my sound check now before I go in. I know I'm going to clean since it's direct drive, I'm going to clean the pitch controls, the speed selector, those switches. Probably there should be a second set here of potentiometers, or variable resistors, I should say. Variable resistors to clean as well to maintain the speed. So let's see what this thing does. It does have an Ortofon cartridge. That weight is frozen. Just want to make sure this isn't all crazy. Right. Let me just do kind of a quick balance on this. I'm not sure of the condition of the stylus, but we'll find out here in a second. Alright, so cueing lever seems to work. That's about 1/8 of an inch off the table. I'm going to turn my receiver up here. Alright, needs to be damped, that's for sure. Sound out of both channels. Let me see what happens at the end of a record. See if this works. And if I remember correctly, the damping, to redamp this, is kind of a chore. At least on the 6100s it is. So that seemed to work. Let's check out the speed. I know you won't be able to see anything, but let me just check the speed out here. Here's the strobe. It's set to 33. Wow, it like locks right on. No fluctuation on 33. 45 is not 45 locks right on too. Wow. Oh, it jumped a little bit there. Yeah, I'm going to clean those pots anyway, so. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So, sorry about that. So hopefully this will be more a cosmetic service than it is an actual tear this thing apart and find a bunch of mechanical issues wrong with it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip this over and start on the cleaning the pots and all that stuff. Now I changed my cameras. I'm not going to do this speed stuff. I'm just going to flip it over, tell you what I'm going to do, then do it, and then come back. So let me, whoops, hit the camera mount. So be back in a sec with this turned over and the bottom off. So here are the speed control pots. They're actually, or pitch control pots, variable resistors, potentiometers. I don't know. It's been a long day. So anyway, they are underneath this little plate here. I can spray them from the side, so I'm going to do that and work them back and forth from underneath. The second set of speed control variable resistors are here. These are sealed, so I'm not going to spray those. And both locked on, like right, almost dead center. So I'm going to clean these, and then flip it over, lube the spindle. Then it's just going to be a cosmetic cleanup, dust cover polish, and this one will be done. So anyway, I'll jump back in when this is turned over and I start working on cleaning the spindle and lubing the spindle shaft. Alright, so here's what I have to get to. I have no idea how I'm going to do that. I don't think I can get to this one from the top. I may be able to. I know the last one I did, the Sansui, I was able to get from the top, and I thought that was great because usually you've got to tear stuff apart on the bottom to get to it. So I'm going to flip this over and see what I can get to from the top. So what I'm going to work on off camera is I'm going to, there's a clip on this lever here. This lever here is what cues up and down. So I think if I remove this clip, I'm able to do that. It looks just like just a C-clip. And then remove that metal piece, I may be able to pull that out. So that's what I'm going to try. I will let you know how that goes here in a couple minutes. Alright, yeah, I had to flip over to my other camera because I wanted to make sure I captured exactly what came out. And what I had to do was remove this bracket. I may have even sped through that, I don't know at this point, but I'll explain what I did. I had to remove the two clips from this bracket here. This is spring loaded, so I got to make sure I get that back in there right. Looks like someone tried to apply the damping oil, the silicone, to this thing to try to slow it down. And this had it caked on the bottom, but the problem is you've got to put it on the actual post there. Looking for my paper towels that fell off the dispenser. So I need to redamp this with some silicone grease, oil. I think this is called oil. And we'll see what that does when I pop that back in there. So far, so good. So far, that feels okay. I may put just a little bit extra here. And now I have to reassemble. So the way this went in there was we had a clip. And that's going to probably get in my way. Need a clip, need a spring and a clip. And this is always dicey. And if it takes too long, I will cut away, but gotta get this on in the groove there. And then clip it into place without losing the clip or the spring. Okay, so that's in place. And then this goes on there like so. Another clip. And this is where somebody caked it with a bunch of silicone, or unless the silicone somehow worked its way down. But it seems to me like someone just tried to put it on the bottom of this thing, and that's not how that goes. Need like 3 hands to do some of these things. I think once I get that on there, it'll be all right. Oops. Okay, that one's in place. I don't think you need to probably watch me put the rest of these on, but I need to put one on. There's a little one that goes here, big one that goes here, one that goes here. And then I've got to tighten the screw on this side. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll come back. Time for a function check. Oh. Forgot it always wants to do a cycle, return cycle. All right. Tonearm up. Ooh, that still falls pretty fast. Yeah, I think that's still falling too fast, so. Looks like I'm going to have to put some more damping fluid on it. Dang. Well, I filmed that before. I'm just going to go in and do what I just did and put some more oil in there. The dogs are barking and howling inside at something. Probably the postal person or UPS driver or something. Alright, let's try this. I got a little bit of silicone oil on this thing, gotta clean off. Plug this in. It's a little stingy on the damping silicone oil the first time. So let me just get this out of the road. Get this out of the way. Alright. Perfect. Perfect. Good sound. Good speed. Sweet. Auto return works. Nice. So I think I'm down to polishing the dust cover after I put the bottom on and alright, the finished product. Dust cover cleaned up okay. Again, tons of nicotine on here. Can't tell if that's on the inside. That might be on the inside. Oh, look at that. Some crap on the inside of this lid, looks like. Anyway, this is done. And this will be going to the shop tomorrow. Yeah, there's some kind of wax in that. It's got to be a wax in the Novus fine scratch remover. Because when I hit this with Windex, it got kind of cloudy. So I'm gonna do maybe one more little polish with the Novus product and call this one good. So as always, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.